In this video, we will learn some more examples of Banach spaces. So here we are having an example that the space L infinity is Banach space, that is a complete norm space. We have discussed this space being a norm space in the previous session. So this space is consisting of all the bounded sequences of real numbers or complex numbers with the norm defined by norm of x to be the supremum of absolute value. So in order to show that the space at infinity is a Banach space, we will show that every Cauchy sequence is convergent in this space. So we are considering a Cauchy sequence xp. So we are taking xp being a Cauchy sequence in L infinity, which is basically a sequence of sequences, because we are having sequences of bounded sequences of real numbers in this space. So if xp is defining a Cauchy sequence in L infinity, then obviously for any given epsilon positive there exists a natural number n naught such that xp minus xq norm is less than epsilon for all pq greater than or equal to n naught. So by applying the definition of the norm, which is defined in infinity, we will have x supremum I varying from 1 to infinity xip minus xiq mod is less than epsilon for all pq greater than or equal to n naught. And then now what we are saying, that the supremum is basically less than epsilon if the supremum or the maximum value of the set is less than epsilon. It means that each individual term is less than epsilon. Here we can see, let's suppose we are having the numbers 0, 0.1 and 0.2, and we are taking epsilon to be 0.3. Now the maximum one is going to be 0.2, and if the maximum or the supremum term is less than epsilon, then obviously each individual term is also less than epsilon. So we have taken that xip minus xiq mod is less than epsilon for all pq greater than or equal to n naught, and for all I varying from 1 to infinity. So xip, it means that the xip is now showing a Cauchy sequence of real numbers, because we are talking about that this xp is basically a sequence itself. Let's suppose p is equal to 1, that is the first term, and this term is a sequence. So here we are saying that this is going to be here, since R is a complete norm space or a Banach space, so it means that every Cauchy sequence in R is also convergent in R, and xip representing a Cauchy sequence in R must be a convergent sequence in R, that is it must be convergent to some xi in R where I is varying from 1 to infinity. So this is what we are saying, that if I taking I to be 1, that is x1 is approaching to the real number x1, then x2 p will approaching to the number x2, that is for each individual sequence we are going to have a convergent number or a number or finite real number, which is going to be the converging value for the sequence. So if xip is convergent to xi, then it means that for any given epsilon positive there exists a natural number p1 belonging to n such that xip minus xi mod is less than epsilon by 2 for all p greater than or equal to p1, and I is varying from 1 to up to infinity. Epsilon by 2, it means that epsilon by 2 is an upper bound for this set. Now we will take x to be the sequence xi, and it means that if the upper bound of the term is less than, that is we are saying that xip minus xi mod is less than epsilon by 2 for all I varying from 1 to infinity, and for all p greater than or equal to pn, it means that supremum will also be less than or equal to epsilon by 2, because this is an upper bound. So here you have see that epsilon by 2 is an upper bound, and we know that the supremum is the least upper bound. So it means that the supremum will be less than or equal to this upper bound, so it will be epsilon by 2, and epsilon by 2 is further less than epsilon. So here we have the condition that supremum I varying from 1 to infinity xip minus xi mod is less than epsilon for all p greater than or equal to p1, and now it is the definition of the norm. So we will replace this supremum with the norm of xp minus x is less than epsilon for all p greater than or equal to p1, and here this x belongs to the space L infinity being a bounded convergent sequence. So hence we have shown that xp convergent to x. Now we will show that this x is also belongs to L infinity, because we have to show that for Banach space every Cauchy sequence in L infinity must be convergent in L infinity. So we up till now we have proved that a Cauchy sequence, we have chosen a Cauchy sequence xp in L infinity, and we have shown that it is convergent to the term x. Now we will show that this x belongs to L infinity so that it completes the proof. So how we will show that it belongs to L infinity? We have discussed that L infinity is consisting of the bounded sequences, so it means that I will show that x is a bounded sequence. And how we can show this? Consider xi mod is xi minus xip plus xip. So obviously by applying the triangle inequality we will get this expression. Now since xip belongs to L infinity, this term, or this is a sequential N infinity, so it must be a bounded sequence. So we must have the condition that for all I will belongs to N, there exists a natural number kp belongs to R, such that xip mod is less than kp for all I varying from 1 to n. So what we have chosen to be kp so that for each p we must are able to find out one different term, real number, or some finite real number over here. So this term is less than epsilon by 2, this term is less than kp, being a bounded sequence. So this is a finite real number, this is also a finite real number. So it means that by adding the two real numbers I'm going to have a real number k belongs to R. So it means for all I varying from 1 to infinity, mod of xi is less than k, which is a real number. So it means that this showing the boundedness of the sequence. So xi mod is less than k for all I varying from 1 to infinity. It means being a bounded sequence belongs to the space L infinity, and hence every Cauchy sequence is convergent in L infinity, so which completes the proof. Here we have another example that the space C of AB is a Banach space. We have discussed about this earlier when we were discussing about the norm space. That is that this space consists of all continuous functions from the interval AB to R or C, with the norm defined by the supremum. Here you have check out the norm. Norm of f is equal to supremum x belongs to the interval A to B mod of f of x, where f belongs to the continuous belongs to the space C of AB, that is the space of bound continuous functions. So now we will show that this space is a Banach space or a complete norm space by showing that every Cauchy sequence in C of AB must be a convergent sequence. So let we have chosen Fm to be a Cauchy sequence. Why we have chosen to be Fm? Because we know that we are having functions in this space, so that's why we are representing the general term with Fm. Be a Cauchy sequence in C of AB, then for any given epsilon positive there exists a natural number n naught which satisfy this condition. Now it by applying the value we will have the value of the norm, or the definition of the norm. We will have supremum x belongs to the interval A to B as fm of x minus fn of x is less than epsilon for all mn greater than or equal to n naught. Now there is a Cauchy's criteria for uniform convergence of a sequence, which states that if fn be a sequence of functions defined on a set E, then fn is a uniformly convergent on E if and only if it is uniformly Cauchy on E. So what is this saying? That if a sequence is Cauchy sequence, then it is also a convergent sequence on the same domain E. So by Cauchy's criteria for uniform convergence of a sequence of functions, fm converges to a function f, because we have chosen it to be the Cauchy sequence. If this is a Cauchy sequence, then it must be convergent as well. So that's why we are saying that it is convergent to a function f. Since each fm is a continuous function, up till now we have chosen, or we have proved that or an arbitrary Cauchy sequence in the space is a convergent sequence, but now we have to show that the limit point is also belongs to the same space, that is it must be a continuous function. So since each fm is a continuous function, then f is the limit of a sequence of continuous functions, so it is continuous on the closed interval AB as well. So if it is continuous function, then obviously it belongs to the space C of AB, and this is what we have to prove, because we have shown that every Cauchy sequence in the space is also convergent in the same space. That's why it is showing that this space is a complete space or a Banach space.